Recruiter here to review your resumes. The resume we have up first is a full-stack software developer. And I want to let everybody know I do more than tech resumes, but right now the tech market is... So most of the resumes that are sent to me are tech. And this resume is absolute garbage. And I know this because they said they have never gotten a single interview. But they're a student who only started job searching recently, and they're looking for advice on what they should do, what to add under their projects to make their resume more complete. Alright, so we're going to judge this and see if this is actually good or not, which the answer to that is no, because they haven't gotten a single interview. Your goal should be to get one interview per 50 applications you send. That is how you tell how good or bad your resume is, and when people follow my methodology, they get one interview per 7 applications. So, what we need for a full-stack software engineer is... degree, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I cannot impress upon you how important it is to have TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Does everybody have it? Yes. Does that matter? No. You need TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Sometimes you can replace TypeScript with another backend language, but TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. If I do not see that in the first bullet point, you are probably going to get rejected. RESTful APIs, REST APIs, any SQL, Cloud, AWS, GCP, Backend, Python, C#.NET, React, React.js, Angular, Node.js, Vue.js, DevOps, CI/CD, Agile, Git, and extra credit for that other stuff. So recruiters only have 20 seconds to find what we need, and if we cannot find it in those 20 seconds, we move on to the next resume. So I want to let everybody know I am looking for qualifications, not keywords, which I will explain in a minute. And start. All right, where's your degree? Okay, down here. Good. This doesn't count. This is not what I'm looking for. Build a JavaScript. Okay, good. Node. Okay, I need a little bit more. Built a Chrome extension and time. That is it. You did not have enough stuff. So here's what you did not have. You did not have enough of these. The goal is to have 75% of these. That is what you need to get a job. People think you need to meet 100% of the role. No, you need 75%. And I found 40%, maybe 30%. So one of the reasons, though, I did want to say that this doesn't count is I said we are looking for qualifications, not keywords. And a qualification is a keyword, which is what the hiring team needs, plus how you used it, plus the reason and result of you using it for the business, not the technical reason, plus where you used it. And if it's not those 4 things, what, how, business, reason, where, it does not count. Thus, this skill section is completely irrelevant and has nothing in it that I actually can use. So that's part of the problem. And then we go down to here, and these are not actually the terrible bullet points. The problem is there's just not enough of them. I want ideally about 2 to 3 bullet points per project. And those bullet points need to have a minimum of 3 keywords in each of them. And that's the big problem with why this resume is, well, getting rejected, is there's just not enough of it. So it doesn't really matter what projects you need to make it more complete. It's just you need to be able to do this. And again, I only found JavaScript, I found 30% of it, right? You did have JavaScript, HTML, CSS, that's good, but I don't see any SQL, I don't see any RESTful API, I don't see any Cloud, I don't see React, React.js, Angular, Node.js. What else don't I see? DevOps, CI/CD, Agile, Git. And that's going to get you a job. You need 75% of this, and you only have, the first line, which, again, is good, but you need more. So this is why this resume does not work. There's also something... No, I saw it here. Yeah, so you need to go back to the drawing board, and honestly, I'm going to need you to kind of delete this and start again, because your formatting is also bad. You want to use your formatting to make it look like this. This is how you do it. The link is in the description below. But I just need more. because no one's going to really hire you based on this. And it's you might have already had the experience. It's just you're not showing the experience. And that's the most important part, is you need to show the qualifications, because otherwise you're going to end up like this person and you're going to get literally 0 interviews. So this is why this person has problems, is they just don't have enough. I need more. Although I will say, and I want to actually say this, is they actually wrote these relatively well. You don't want to put 85% accuracy, because that's a nonsense number. It's not nonsense, but it doesn't matter. But I do actually like how you described this, right? Like, built a Chrome extension using blah, 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 Node.js. Good. To detect and flag likely bot comments on YouTube. Perfect. And used Python to train a ML see the ML model with accuracy. You kind of lose me at the ML model part. But the rest of this is actually a what, how, and the business reason. So that's actually good. Built a custom Chrome extension using Java, HTML, CSS. Good. To scrape manga format, designing and implement solutions compatible across provider site with different schemas. Perfect. I actually like how you wrote that. I just need more. You need more. All right? And it should look like this. So that's all I can do for this resume. I just want to thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And to my members who get access to videos a little bit early, thank you very much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I'm a small channel, and your support means a lot. So thank you very much. And if anybody ever needs their resume reviewed, they can always join my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on both Twitch and YouTube at twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. And yeah, let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of an AI engineer. So what we need for an AI engineer is, well, AI, LLM, NLP, Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Cloud, NumPy, R, MATLAB, SDLC, CI/CD, DevOps, and then one of like RAG or ML, LangChain, Skibidi-learn, Pandas, Agentic, and then that you can explain stuff to non-technical people. The big problem with AI engineers is they're very, very much kind of split into a bunch of different parts. So you're not actually going to be going for an AI engineer typically. You're going to be going for like an AI engineer with a focus on RAG, or a focus on LangChain, or Skibidi-learn, or machine learning, or something along those lines. Because AI engineer is a little bit of a broad term. That doesn't mean there's not jobs for it, but typically AI engineer is sort of the equivalent of like saying software engineer, and that there are multiple other things that you could be within it. Although you pretty much will want Python, TensorFlow, and PyTorch. So, this person said, I'm a new grad and applied to more to 300 roles and only gotten 2 interviews, so this is a bad resume. It's 150 to 1, which is not good, but let's see what we can find in 20 seconds. So, 20 seconds on the clock, and go. Okay, formatting's off. Used Python, AWS Bedrock, I don't care about that. NLP, probably not, honestly. For robust AI cloud conviction, converts cloud app, reducing manual hours. What is the point of that? Just streamed a Streamlight with fast API, don't really care about those. Dashboards, again, not really needed. And time. I mean, yeah, my problem is this is not really mostly what I want. It's kind of a bunch of hot dogs rather than hamburgers. So I want you to imagine that you are hungry and you go to a restaurant and you're like, I'd like a cheeseburger with pickles and onions. And they say, all right, cheeseburger, pickles, and onions. So they bring you back a hot dog with cheese, pickles, and onions. And you went, excuse me, I wanted a cheeseburger. This is a hot dog. And they say, no. What you wanted was a cheeseburger with pickles and onions. And a cheeseburger has meat and buns and cheese, just like a hot dog, along with onions and pickles. So this is what you wanted. And you'd be like, no, it's not. I'm not paying for this because it's not what I wanted. And that's the exact problem with this is Bedrock and NLP. And I do know NLP is neural language processing or natural, whatever. I know it's AI, but it's not the AI they're really going to be looking for typically. is a hot dog. This is stuff that's not related. Converts cloud setup files, reducing manual effort by 30 hours. Why does that matter? Why did it matter in the first place that you converted cloud setup files? I don't know. You didn't tell me. So this doesn't really matter. Designed a Streamlight based fast API, blah 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 blah. CI/CD, do you care? Using LLMs across Power BI. Again, what part of that is what I'm looking for? Because there's really none of it. Created a dual interface platform to technical and non-technical integrating. Again, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for you to create something to explain stuff to people. I'm looking for you yourself to explain complex topics to non-technical people. And that is why this does not work, is you created something for it, but I don't care that you created something for it. I care that you yourself explained it. And then implemented a caching using Python. Again, you have the keywords here, but not the qualifications. This is kind of unintelligible and written to a much more technical audience. So this needs to be rewritten. So that's my problem with this resume, is that it's written for an audience that does not exist, and you have way too many hot dogs instead of hamburgers. And the one sentence you have that actually has the stuff that I'm looking for, you did not explain the business reasons or how you did it. So this is why this resume does not work. So I'm going to need you to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to need you to fix the formatting, because this ain't this. And then I'm going to need you to write this stuff and then explain how you did it. All right? And then explain the business reasons you did it. And then explain also how you, not you built, how you yourself explained a complex topic to a non-technical person. Next resume. This is a resume of a cybersecurity intern. So what we need for a cybersecurity intern is not a lot. We need degree, basic knowledge of cybersecurity, IT support. This is going to include MS Office. Yes, you need it. I saw that in like 90% of the roles I found. Networking, cybersecurity principles, phishing, malware, Windows, like the one we're using, Windows, and then the ability to give presentations to other people, the ability to work well with others, and take direction and criticism. And that is kind of it. I looked through a good chunk of cybersecurity internship positions, and that was all they're asking for. They're not asking for some crazy other stuff. I will say maybe you want like Python, right? But that's like it, like a smidge of code. But anyway, let's see what this person said. They've sent around 300 applications and only gotten one interview. Oh, 2 interview. So their ratio is 1 to 300. So this is a bad resume. So let's see why it's bad. 20 seconds is on the clock. And go. All right. Formatting is bad. Conducted a black box penetration of blah, 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 blah. That's not what we're looking for. Uncovered critical vulnerabilities. Again, what is that? Delivered a technical report good with CV. This is incomprehensible. What? Okay, and time. So, I actually liked the start of the third one, right? Delivered a technical report, because that is what we're looking for, is technical reports. I said presentation, but reports count. But the problem is, what is a CVE reference and CVVS rating? I don't know. You didn't tell me. That's incomprehensible. Guiding the client's remediation roadmap. What's a roadmap? I don't know. You didn't tell me. Strengthening the secure configuration practice. Why is that important? I don't know. You did not tell me. So, delivered a technical report is great, but remember, you need to write this for a non-technical audience. I have no idea what that means, and nor do the people that are reading this. No one has the time to decipher this and your crazy acronyms in this. We need to make sure it's understandable. Delivered a technical report of cybersecurity issues to stakeholders to allow them to catch issues before they occurred. Would have been an infinitively better sentence. And then the rest of this is filled with hot dogs. Why do I care about ASP.NET Web Forms? Why do I care about SQL injections or XSZZ or XXE or username enumerations? I don't. Those are irrelevant hot dogs in your resume. You know what I don't see? I don't see Excel. I don't see any Excel in this, or MS Office. I don't see networking. I don't see basic cybersecurity principles. I don't see phishing or malware or Windows. Down here there's Windows, but this is too technical. No one's going to get down this far. Yeah, you need to delete this and start again. This resume is written for an audience that does not exist. I need you to write it like this, and I need you to make it comprehensible to a layman. This is why you're struggling. You don't have what we need. Because by showing that, you're showing that you're not qualified to be an intern. And B, your formatting is hard to read, and this is written for an audience that does not exist. You cannot write your resume this technical or you will fail. Next resume. This is a resume of a front-end developer. I should have put engineer. That is what I should have put. So front-end engineer. What we need is JavaScript, React, Angular, HTML, CSS, PHP, Next.js. Yes, that was not a typo. I am aware. You still need it. It's what they're asking for. Why? I don't know. It's not my place. I can tell you what they're asking for, not why they're asking for it. SQL, Scrum, Agile, RESTful API, SEO, Git, CI/CD, Node.js, 0 to 1, communicate with stakeholder needs into a product, bonus, extra language, cloud, UI UX, SaaS, TypeScript, WordPress, mobile GraphQL. I will say these might be a smidge outdated. I think by the next stream I need to relook these up, but this should still be close enough. So, this person's ratio is unknown. We don't know how good or bad it is, but let's find out. 20 seconds on the clock. And go. This doesn't count. LLMS, not relevant. Not relevant. Hot dog. GraphQL is hot dog. Okay, yeah, there's like nothing here. I don't think I would even continue. Yeah, I wouldn't move forward. Okay, so like the problem with this is this is filled with hot dogs. Like, again, summaries you don't need, right? This is not needed. Also, your formatting is weird. Like, I get it, you're a front-end engineer. I still need a basic boring format like this. Should still look like this. And then we go down to here, and again, why do I care that you led the front-end architecture delivery rollout serving 20 students owning decisions? That's a hot dog. That's not what I'm looking for. Optimize rendering of lazy loading? Cool. Not what I'm looking for. Iterated on UI features? Could be what I'm looking for. That actually is something that would count as communicate with stakeholder needs into a product. The problem is I've already gone through 2 full bullet points. I'm going to just assume you don't have what I need at this point. Integrated GraphQL, not really looking for that. For Apollo, for REST API endpoints. Again, not looking for any of that. I'm looking for RESTful APIs or REST APIs, not REST endpoints. I'm aware of how enraging that is, but that's unfortunately what it needed. And then the rest of this is not relevant, not relevant, not relevant, not relevant, not relevant. So, like, remember, like, if it's not one of these things, and even if this is slightly outdated, this should still be close enough. It's not relevant. Like, I don't care that you've done this other stuff. All that matters is this. If it's not this, it doesn't matter. And your resume is basically showing me that you are not qualified to meet the minimum qualifications for a front-end developer role. Like, yeah, it's cool that you had 20K students, but where's the JavaScript, the Angular, the HTML, the CSS? In fact, do I even see any HTML? Do I see any JavaScript? No, I don't. Because remember, skill sections don't count. It's all the way at the bottom. Needs to be in the bullet points. So yeah, there's nothing here. This resume is almost entirely blank. So I'm going to need you to take this resume and I'm going to need you to delete it. I'm going to need you to make it look like this. And I'm going to need you to make it have this stuff because it's the only thing that actually matters. Next resume. This is a resume of a technical program manager. What we need for a technical program manager is degree, the managing of projects, right? I need to see that you've managed projects. I need to see the number of projects, the number of people in those projects you led, and then the full life cycle that you led them. And then I need to see how you influence stakeholders and the business reasons you did so. Can you manage and speak to technical and non-technical people? A couple of bits of tech knowledge. So again, this is going to depend on the industry, like AI, ML, or SaaS, or whatever. Some basic tools, so Jira, Confluence, Smartsheets, Agile, cross-functional, and then if you have any certs, go for it. So this person's resume is bad. I have submitted almost 500 applications, but haven't gotten any interviews. I graduated in December 2025, and before graduation, I was getting 1 interview per 100 applications, but now I'm not getting anything, and only rejections. Well, I'd be interested to know what the difference between them. Were you applying to? Well, I do know that the job market has gotten worse. That's for sure. But anyway, let's see what you have and what you don't have. So 20 seconds on the clock. And go. Okay, degree, good. This is irrelevant because you already have it up top. This doesn't matter. Lending a 50 digital platform by managing stakeholder alignment and rollout. What did you do? I don't know. Mitigated deployment risks. Why do I care about that except for Jira? I don't. Enhance user accessibility. Don't care about that. Reduce development cycles by 40. Again, doesn't matter. Quality, reliability. Doesn't matter. Cut grading turnaround time. That doesn't matter. And time. This resume has nothing in it that I need. I don't know what you did. I don't know what projects you did. I don't know how you influenced any stakeholders or the reason that you did it. I don't see that you can convince people that are technical and non-technical. I do see a little bit of AI knowledge. I see basically no tools that you've used. Yeah, this resume has nothing in it. I mean, you need to delete this and start again. I just don't see anything here that is actually relevant. Like, this is the problem, is like, I don't know what to tell you to put in because there's nothing in here. Migrating deployment risk by tracking QA milestones. Cool. That's not the number of projects you did. That's not the number of people in that projects. That's not did you do it from 0 to 1. That also doesn't tell me the reason you did it. Like, why do I care that you flagged integration issues? I don't know. You didn't tell me. So, yeah, you need to delete this and start again. I don't think there's any single bullet point here that is salvageable. Your formatting's a mess, and this tells me 0 about what you did. And again, your job as this person is to speak to non-technical people. And your resume has failed to prove that. You've already shown that you can't speak to technical people. So I'm going to need you to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to need you to delete all of this. And I'm going to need you to make it look like this, because this is a nightmare to read, and it has nothing in it that I want. So that's all I can do for this resume. Thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And to all my members who get access to videos a little bit early, thank you very much for supporting me. I could not do this stuff without y'all for watching. So thank you very much. If anybody wants to support me like that, they can join in the link below. But you can always join on my live stream as well every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on Twitch and YouTube at twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Later.